Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Bake Brigade. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. It's it's kind of been an awkward day around here. I really ain't, I don't know that I've done that much. I did get up and get a shower and put clean clothes on. That's a win, right? It's getting a little cooler around here. And I got out and got me a Starbucks today because I thought maybe if I actually went out and did that, that it would motivate me to do other things around the house or something. It did not. But I have been working on this hoodie for Piper. And I sewed up one of the sleeves. That's one of the sleeves. I'm debating on, leave the other one unsewn for now until I get the rest of this panel done. I got the back panel done and then the front panel almost done. And yes, I have a lot of ends to be sewn in, but that's okay because unlike some folks, ends don't bother me to sew in. It's a little bit, I like the tedious work. The tedious work does not bother me at all. So for those people that it bothers, I'm sorry that it bothers you, but it doesn't bother me. So, I went back when I was doing diamond paintings before I did YouTube. I probably did 30 or 40 diamond paintings and mounted them onto painting canvases and gave them away as gifts. I still have a few. I showed them a while back in some videos. But yeah, I did a whole bunch of diamond paintings. And let me tell you, those are tedious work. But it's also very therapeutic if you're okay with that sort of thing. However, my eyes, these are no line bifocals. But even with bifocals, I still had a magnifying glass to do the diamond paintings. So yes, I have a magnifying glass right here. For those things that I can't see very well. I was still, this one actually lights up. Ooh. Handy dandy. $10 on Amazon. So yeah, tedious work does not bother me at all. Even when I have trouble seeing it, I will find a way to see it. Anyway, but this is our two panels. Now, this is probably going to look a little short to y'all. Now, I did have to completely rework the first panel because I had it too wide. So I went from a starting chain of 97 down to 75. And so I've got it at the right width now. And keep in mind that I am going to be doing probably a 4 to 6 round front post, back post ribbing across the bottom. So that's going to add some length to it when I'm done. So if it looks a little short to you, then that's okay. But this is the back. This is me creating. I know this neck looks big, but that's okay because I'm also adding a hood. So I'm allowing space for that, and I will figure this out. So this is the design process. It's all in a process. You just have to trust the process. So being as this is my first hoodie, I'm getting close to the hoodie part. Once I get these the shoulders done on this front panel. And the shoulders on the front panel are not going to be just plain half doubles like this. They're going to be puff stitches. Yeah. Because I want them to match the tops of the sleeve. Because I want the sleeves to go like so. This is the image in my head, okay? But I want the sleeves to go like that. And so I want that top part right there, you know, across the top to kind of be cohesive with the top of the sleeves. So that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. So I'm sure some of y'all that do y'all's own tops and stuff that, you know, make your own stuff, y'all are, you know, envisioning it with me and seeing that. Oh, and I'm gonna put my tea together real quick. I'm steeping this lovely UG tangerine, sweet tangerine positive energy. It's got caffeine in it. It's the only herbal tea that I have that has caffeine in it. And I just needed a little pick-me-up to get me through the rest of this evening so that I could tackle these puff stitches. Why did I do that to myself? Because I wanted to step outside of my box and create something beautiful and new and fantastic. Anyway, I'm just leaning over here where I have my stuff at. And I got my little sugar substitute here that I'm going to put in there as soon as I get it untangled from the tea bag. And little blue packets. Great value. I'm on the same box that I've had all year because I'm the only one that drinks it. Now my spoon is tangled up. That's dandy. Okay, here we go. It don't require much of a stir, but a little bit of a stir. But we're gonna have some herbal tea. So a little tea and talk. But I got my 41 peg loom over here. I'm gonna, once I get this second panel done, I got pockets I want to put on it too, but I was debating on what color the pockets were going to be done in. It's still a little warm, but I have more of the pink yarn than I do the green yarn, so I'm gonna do the pockets in the pink, so they will blend into the sides here, so they will blend in. And I'm just gonna put two big, I'm gonna have them, I'm gonna put them in the seams of the hoodie. I'm gonna put them right about here. And so I'm gonna create, I'm gonna just, I don't know if I'm gonna loom knit it or crochet it. I'm thinking I might loom knit the little panels and just fold it in half and then seam it on both sides and then sew it into the side of the, you know, between the panels and make a pocket. Voila, pocket. So that's, I'm thinking this little section here on each side would be my spot for the pocket. And I'm gonna make it, you know, big enough for a phone probably, because she's about that age where she's probably got a phone. If not, she's probably getting close to the age where they'll get her a phone. And she should be able to tote it in her hoodie. Excuse me. And I might put her a little, I got some magnetic snaps. So I might put her some magnetic snaps on there. It'll, you know, where they'll just snap and stay closed for her. I don't know. I had to see if I got the needle and thread to do that. I think I do. But because that requires a regular needle and a regular thread, and I think I have that. I just have to find it somewhere. This is what is known as flying by the seat of your pants. Yes, that's me. We are winging it, flying by the seat of our pants as always. Somebody asked me what I was going to talk about in my video tonight, and I said, well, this is a vlog episode, a vlog video, so we're going to talk about what I'm working on and what I didn't get to and what I'm not doing and how unorganized I am. Because every time I clean this room and I think I've got it cleaned, then I get to working and next thing you know, this room is a hot mess all over again. I got the best excuse there is. I'm an artist. Artists are not known for their neatness. Just to let you know. Creative people are messy. I'm a creative person, so I am messy by default. That's my excuse. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Deal with it, folks. Just deal with it. I'm not as bad as I used to be, but I could be better. I know. I'm trying. I really am. Sort of. I didn't get to the dining room this weekend at all. No, I did not. I did sleep though. I did catch up on some sleep because you know, bless Theo's heart. He's got this thing he gets every year where he goes out there and rolls around in the grass, and then his belly gets all broke out, and he just itch. Can't even blame it on the fleas, because I went to the feed seed store and got him flea pills. So he can't blame it on the fleas. It is his love of rolling around in the grass, and I know he does it. I've seen him do it, and he's come in from being outside with grass all over him. So I know he's doing it. And the killer part is you would think that by almost 9 years old that he would figure out that rolling around in the grass equals itchy belly. Because no sooner than he gets back in the house, he's itchy. And then what does he do? He comes to me for Benadryl. What do? I give him Benadryl. It helps. It makes him nap. But yes, he has a 2 Benadryl a day habit. He came to me, he was scratching and itching, and he walked up to me, and I reached over to grab the Benadryl, and Will looked at me and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to give him some Benadryl." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because he's itching." And he said, "Because he's itching because he went out in the grass." And I'm like, "Yeah, what do you want me to do? Let him itch? He's my baby." If I can help him stop itching, I'm going to help him stop itching. Yeah. Today I decided that I would see if I could put some cortisone cream on his area, his belly area, by his hindquarters. It is really red. And so I found some cortisone cream, and as soon as I picked it up and put some on my hand, he bolted like I was fixed to do something terrible to him. I'm like, really? I had to chase him down and do it. And then once I put it on him, he was like, "Wait, that feels good." And then he just stood there and looked at me like, "I'm sorry that I ran, Mama." Yeah, you crazy dog. You got me chasing you all over the house with cream on my hand. Like, come here. I'm just trying to make you feel better. Crazy dog. Life of a dog mom. But I don't know. I tried to rub it in where he couldn't lick it back off, because I didn't know how that would, if it would make him ill. But hey, Johnny, did Theo seem to itch less after I put that stuff on him?
I think so.
Okay. Well, we'll try that again in a little while. Nobody called you, Alexa. Oh, Lord, now my TV's doing something. Nobody called that. Oh, Lord. It's doing some crazy stuff. Ugh, killer cakes? And then they're showing a picture. It says killer cakes, and then it shows a big chocolate cake with a knife going through it. Oh, just give me the chocolate cake. Just give me the piece of chocolate cake. I ain't got no business with it. My weight keeps going below 250, right at 250. Below 250, right at 250. It's driving me crazy. Of course it doesn't, the Starbucks doesn't help. I know it doesn't help, but that's okay. I'm really content with how much I've lost so far. I'm really not in a huge hurry to lose more. I would like to lose this last 50 pounds, but I'm really not. I'm not going to break my brain over it, or my body for that matter, because I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and we're coming up on winter, you know, the cooler weather time where all my arthritis and all that's going to kick in. So you know, I don't know if moving more will help me hurt less or not. But I have been doing more walking, and I'm going to continue to do that. So I think walking is about as much exercise as I could possibly stand. Still pretty hot. I hope y'all are having a cup of tea. I hope Sweet Betty over in Scotland is having some tea and keeping warm. Much love to her. She emailed me earlier, and I could tell by the tone of the some of the things that she said in her email that we this and we that, and I was like, is she from Scotland? I wrote back, are you from Scotland? I watch TV shows and stuff, you know, from different countries, you know, England, especially British stuff, and sometimes from, you know, shows that are based out of Scotland. And so just by her language, I just picked that up, and she's like, yeah. And then she told me where in Scotland, and I was like, oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. When I did the Ancestry.com little DNA test a couple of years ago, like 30% of my DNA is Scottish. So it was either my TV watching that made me point out her language was from Scotland, or I don't know, instinct. Who knows? But she said their weather's turning over there, turning cold over there, and got their first frost and whatnot. You know, when there's an ocean between you, you don't know what kind of weather cycle folks are on. It's definitely not the same weather cycle you're on, or at least I didn't think so. But I guess they're, you know, getting close to having winter over there, like we're getting close to having winter here. You know, this is fall for us down here in the South. We don't really get cold until about January. Late December, early January is usually around the time we start getting cold here. And then by March, it's gone. So our winters are very short-lived. Thank God. Because I'm not built for cold. I'm not really built for heat either, but I'm certainly not built for cold. This last bit of cold we had, I just, oh Lord, oh no. I need to make myself some more blankets. I need more sweaters. You probably this winter you'll be seeing me in a sweater. Every time you see a video, I'll be in a sweater, because I'm cheap in the winter, and I only use little space heaters, and this house gets cold. So yeah, you'll see me all bundled up doing these videos. It be cold here. And I'll be steadily drinking the hot tea. Steadily. Every video will have hot tea in it. Every video. Trust me. I will go above and beyond to keep warm. Because, well, that's just part of life, right? But that's okay. That'll make for some entertaining videos, right? Let's tune in and see if her teeth are chattering. Or are there icicles hanging off that big nose of hers yet? You know, I said all that stuff about Scotland, and then I'm wearing an Irish shirt. It's just the shirt I happened to grab. I don't know if there's a rivalry between them two or not. I know they're close together, but rivalry, I don't know. I know that, I think, I could be wrong. Y'all can correct me. You folks in those areas can correct me. But I think Gaelic is spoken in both Ireland and Scotland. I think they both, you know, have the language of Gaelic, which is, I recognize it when I hear it, that's what they're speaking, but I don't know what they're saying. But it's a very, it sounds musical, you know. It's a pretty language, you know. It's very pretty to hear people speak it. It is, but it's one of those things I think that you have to be born into and raised speaking to actually grasp the concept of speaking. I don't think it's something that you can just, as an adult, go learn and learn it properly with the proper dialect and all that. I don't think it's something you can just go randomly go learn. And, you know, I think if you're not born to it and raised speaking it, you're not going to get it. And you can learn to appreciate it and maybe even understand a word or two. But as far as speaking it, no. I don't have any delusions of that. But just like someone speaking French, I can listen to it being spoken all day long. Doesn't bother me at all. I can listen to someone speak French all day long. It doesn't bother me. I love it. And Gaelic's the same way. I could probably listen to someone say, they could be telling me all kinds of bad things about myself, and I'd just be looking at them in awe. But Spanish, I don't have anything. I don't have any interest in learning Spanish, and I don't care for it. It sounds dirty. That you could say some really mean stuff in Spanish. And actually, because I grew up with some Spanish-speaking people, you know, as a child, we had neighbors and people that spoke Spanish. I understand a few of them cuss words. Yeah, I get a few of them. Like, well, nope, that's not good. I may not know how to pronounce it properly, but when it's spoken, I know it's not good. Like, because we had some boys in school, Juan and Jesse or something like that, but they like to sit across from us and talk smack in Spanish. So we had this girl that we went to school with that she was born here, but she was Mexican, and so we had her sit with us, and we were like, Gina, what are they saying? And she said, and when she caught wind of what they were saying, she's like, girls, they saying some bad stuff. She said, they're calling you, she said, they're saying this and this and this. And I was like, so I learned what certain things, you know, that they were saying sounded like. So you just learn. I may not know the exact, you know, words that they're saying, but I know what some of them mean. And I know that they're bad. So yeah, but you can learn if they're saying something bad or good about you, depending on who it is. But yeah, I have no interest in learning Spanish or French. I don't mind the sound of French though, because a lot of people here in Louisiana speak Cajun, broken French. You know, just Cajun. Because it's not proper French. It's a dialect of French. And when we were in school, like in 5th grade, they made us take French. I don't know why, but they did. And you know, the killer part is the Acadian French people, when they migrated to Louisiana, and when, you know, they made them stop speaking French in school. In you know, in the early 1900s and stuff, they made them stop speaking French. But then by the time my generation came around, they forced us to take French in school. Isn't that weird? I'd like to know the history behind that. Why did you rob the Acadians of it and then make us do it? What transpired between all those, you know, decades between that, you know? It's crazy. But anyway, I might have to go Google some things and find out what happened, right? Because obviously something transpired between the time that they took it away from it, made the French-speaking children speak English, and the time that they made the English-speaking children take French. I still don't speak. I know how to ask you if you speak French. And that's it. That's the extent of it. Parlez-vous français? That's it. That's all I know. After all that. And there's that Frère Jacques song. And for the longest time, I didn't know what the words meant. I knew the song, but I didn't know what the words meant. Yeah. I think was it my grandmother used to sing that to us? I think it was my grandmother that used to sing that to us as children, the Frère Jacques song. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but yeah, she would sing that to us. And it wasn't until I was an adult that I actually heard the English version of it, and I was like, that's what she was saying? Yep, and she butchered it too, I'm sure, because she was, you know, mostly raised in Tennessee, so. And she ended up down here in Louisiana. My grandmother did. That's where my mother and her brothers were raised, mostly down here. I don't know how they ended up in Tennessee, but they did. But, yeah. Anyhow, now that I've chewed your arms off, your ears off, and then your arms, I don't know. But, I'm going to go do some puff stitches. Maybe. I might grab the loom and do the hood part. I'm still kind of trying to figure out how long I'm going to make the hood. I don't know, but I know I got to do 2 pockets in a hood, and I think I'm going to do them on the loom because that might be the quickest way to do them. Might get better solid stitches doing them on the loom, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just know I got to do 2 pockets. I'm going to do 2, you know, they're going to be longer panels. I don't know. I'll do some measurements, and then I'll just fold them and then seam up the sides and leave the one opening and then seam it up into the side of this hoodie. But it's coming along, y'all. I'm hoping to get it done. I'd love to say this week, but I don't know. I may run into another hiccup like I did with the too wide of a back panel and having to frog the whole thing and start over again. I'm a little worried about the size of these sleeves, but it's not for me. I mean, I can get the sleeve on, but I have these big old deflated bat wings, and it kind of got a little tight there, but I'm sure the child that I'm making it for doesn't have deflated bat wings to worry about. So it should be fine. It should be fine for her. My measurements work out from measuring the sweatshirt. It measures out fine. So I'm sure it's fine. I always, when I get to this point, when I get to get to the home stretch of a project, I always start second guessing myself every single time. I don't know why, but I do. Unless it's one of the Hexie cardigans that I've done 20 or so of, I second guess myself every single time, and just continue to second guess myself until it all comes together, and then I'm like, oh yeah, cool, that looks good. It's not until I put the final end in am I actually happy with something. I think probably I'm not the only crochet custom sweater person that is like that. You know, I'm sure I'm not alone in being, you know, on edge about something until it's in its final moments, and you actually have something that looks the way you envisioned it. I was that way about the dress, the Rising Phoenix dress and top. I was like, I don't know, and then it all came out just fine. So there you have it. Hopefully this will be the same, but hopefully I have something more interesting to talk to y'all about tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I'll just grab something and sit back and crochet and tell jokes. I'll find a joke book or something and just crack jokes. I don't know. I'll come up with something. And then one day this week I'll get back out and do another crochet in the wild city. I'll hit up another park, or I think the duck pond maybe. I know Lisa, I think she's a local here to me, and asked me was I going to go and do a video at the duck pond, and the duck pond is right down the road from my house, so it makes sense to go to the duck pond. I don't know what the official name for that park is, but everybody has always called it the duck pond. So because there's a pond and it's full of ducks. There's some play areas, and there's picnic tables, and was it a year or so ago that me and John went there? We parked there while we were eating some Cane's chicken fingers, and we were sharing our fries with the ducks, and we shouldn't have been. Now that we know more about what ducks should eat and shouldn't eat, we shouldn't have been doing that. But there was a nutria rat that came up out of the water to get a French fry. It's the first time I'd ever seen one in person, but it was a nutria rat. It was, I know, about a 30-pound nutria rat. It was huge, but kind of cute. And I was like, oh, look at him, he's coming for a French fry. I threw him a French fry or two. Because them fast food French fries are not always good unless you get them from McDonald's. Usually McDonald's fries are like crack. You can't have just one. But I love y'all. And look here, I've been talking 30 minutes. Hopefully you're working on a crochet project and just listening to me, because I'm not actually showing y'all anything right now. I did show you this little panel here. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully I'll have something more to show y'all tomorrow. These puff stitches that I have to do 8 rows each on each side. Yeah, but my wrist won't be thanking me here in a little bit, but it's okay. Really, it's okay. But I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.